SOFI is on the move yet again, but I can't say I didn't tell you so. So stick around, because in this video, I'm going to explain to you guys why SOFI is on the move, why it's not really a temporary situation and it's likely to continue, and why you are going to want to invest into SOFI right now. Hey guys, Corey here. Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time stopping in, be sure to subscribe, tap the bell, and give me a thumbs up, as it greatly helps the channel grow. Super excited, guys, to get into the video today on SOFI. But first, I just want to let you guys know that I've got some exciting and huge news. This Sunday, July 21st, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, you all are invited to my free webinar. That's right, guys, my free live webinar where I'm going to cover technical analysis, indicators, charting, candlestick patterns, and how to enter stocks and get paid to enter your favorite stocks and make juicy premium in the process. It's very exciting. And for everybody who joins my free webinar this Sunday, I have some exciting news that I'm going to announce during the webinar. So I can't wait to see you there for my free webinar this Sunday, July 21st, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. noon Eastern Time. Just click the link in the description below in order to sign up for the free webinar this Sunday. And I will see all of you guys this Sunday. I told you guys SOFI was going to run. $6.47 is where I got in and got over $20,000 worth of SOFI. So why has SOFI jumped over $1 in the last few trading days since this past Wednesday? Well, the reason I'm about to tell you is because of the election. And what really amped up was what happened a few days ago, which I'm not going to mention in this video. We're going to try to stay away from politics as much as possible and keep this about financial. And the reason why SOFI is jumping is because what's really been holding SOFI back is the shorts, essentially. Well, part of the reason. And the reason why the shorts and the hedge funds are banking on SOFI to not succeed is due to debt forgiveness or loan forgiveness. And the current administration has issued loan forgiveness. So I'm going to read verbatim. One specific policy aspect that has caught the market's attention is Trump's stance on student loan forgiveness programs. The report from CNBC says that the Project 2025 proposes cuts to these programs, which would directly benefit financial institutions like SOFI that offer private student loans and refinancing options. Basically, what's hurting SOFI is the fact that there's student loan forgiveness that's not getting repaid, so they're having to move away from lending into the financial tech sector and financial services sector and use their banking charter and offer different types of services. They have to move away from lending, where there usually is big money in banks, but because of the student forgiveness, it's really hurting banks like SOFI. So essentially, Trump winning the election would be extremely powerful for SOFI and other fintechs and other banks as well. Meaning, if you're a SOFI investor and Trump wins the election, SOFI is likely to go up even more. And because of what's going on and all the things happening in the United States right now, it's likely the stock price is going to relatively stay the same, or at least above $7, maybe even higher and closer to $8 until the election time. Which, if it goes in the favor of Donald Trump, then SOFI could potentially see a breakout to the $10 or even $12 range just on that news alone, because it's almost certain that Donald Trump is going to cut student loan forgiveness. So if he wins the election, then pretty much everybody's going to buy into SOFI. That is pretty much my stance on SOFI, is that it's going to do pretty well going to the summer and the fall into election time, especially if earnings are good and they meet or beat the estimates, which they have a history of doing. So we're looking at a bottom now of probably $7 or maybe even $7.50 now, and potentially higher. If Donald Trump wins the election, it would not surprise me if SOFI skyrockets the weeks following the election and going into the new year, and we see SOFI at $10+. There's also a high probability that this could happen. It's based on all the polls online. It looks like it's very favorable outcome. So if you're a SOFI investor, things might actually play out in your favor just with this alone. If they meet or beat all of the earnings for the rest of the year and Trump was to win the election, with this Project 2025 looming, it looks really good for SOFI, meaning that somewhere between November and March, SOFI could have a really big jump. And if that indeed plays out, then Project 2025 would be implemented by summer of 2025, from what I've read. And that would mean that SOFI would be able to start recouping money. And as we go into 2026, that really is good for SOFI. This is good news, and I think that it's a good thing for SOFI investors as well. Another crucial element in the discussion around Project 2025, a comprehensive policy proposal developed by the Heritage Foundation in collaboration with over 100 conservative of organizations. Project 2025 aims to overhaul the federal government and implement sweeping policy changes. Some of these proposals could benefit financial institutions, such as potential tax cuts for high-income investors and change to capital gains taxes. This is very good. I've read this briefly over the last couple of days in a few different websites, and this would help investors a lot. Big tax breaks, as well as helping out with not cutting student loan forgiveness. Overall means investors will have a break. SOFI and other fintechs will have a break. It will be really good for the market. This just becoming a potential possibility, and if it actually happens, we could see SOFI close the year north of $10. It's very possible, or at least close. Even if it's in the high 8s, low 9s, it's a lot better than where we're at now. And having student loan forgiveness cut is a good thing for SOFI and its investors. Now, I'm not saying it's a good thing if the federal government just cuts interest rates, cuts the student loan forgiveness program, and just starts slashing everything everywhere without thinking about it. However, with the interest rates likely to be cut in September, SOFI having good repeated earnings for the rest of the year, and with the election coming up and this looming prospect 2025 just sitting right over SOFI's head in a good way, and with these tax cuts for capital gains, looks like a very strong situation for SOFI, especially if the interest rates also get cut in September. All of these things are a recipe for SOFI to do well. So let's dive into technical analysis on the chart for SOFI and show you guys how you can run the wheel strategy, sell some puts, get in right now. This way you can hold long term for the rest of the year, and you guys can gain from these potential profits, or maybe sell covered calls just to get in, get out, and take your juicy premium with you. So here we are, guys, on the chart for SOFI, and you can see that the stock has kind of went right where my red line is and then really jumped kind of in line with my target of $7.22. A little bit better. Definitely no complaints here. It's being overbought right now, but you can see this doji with a green candle following. We might have a little bit of a sell-off. I'm anticipating maybe a sell-off to 722, and then we run a little bit more. If you guys want to get into SOFI, I'm going to show you how to do that, because if you don't want to buy the shares at 730, 740, 750, whatnot, and you just want to get in, I'm going to show you guys a way that you can do that while collecting premium and not missing the mark. Let's go over here to SOFI. If you guys enjoy the strategies that I implement into this video and you're looking to grow your portfolio, maybe you're having trouble in the market and you just want to learn better and you just want to understand technicals, fundamentals better, I offer one-on-one coaching, full Discord, and full training course to help you guys achieve the financial freedom that you ultimately deserve. And I, every single day, am driven to help you guys achieve your goals. So like I said, if you're struggling and you just want to get better in the market, or maybe you're a complete beginner and just want to learn from the beginning, I am here to help you guys any way I can. You guys can sign up for my Discord coaching and full training course at any time, investwithcorey.com, right there on the screen or in the information box below. And don't forget my free webinar this Sunday, July 21st, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Huge announcement during the webinar. I'm going to show you guys all kinds of stuff that you guys are going to learn for free. So I hope to see you guys there. So let's go ahead and say we want to get into SOFI, but let's say we want to get in at 720 and the price goes up to 740 and we just don't want to pay 740. We just want to collect some premium and enter the stock and be able to have an average price of $7.20. We can click on sell put for this week, sell a $7.50 put, collect $25 juicy premium. This way our break-even price is $7.25. And as long as SOFI stays below $7.50, then we will be assigned and our average price will be $7.25. Now let's say that SOFI starts heading upwards a little bit and we think it's going to get closer to $8, but we ultimately want to have an average price of $7.50 or close to $7.50. We can sell an $8 put, collect $65 juicy premium, giving us an average price of $7.35. If we are bullish on SOFI, but we are afraid that we won't get assigned on a $7.50 and we're sure that we're going to get assigned on an $8 put, we can do that, giving us a break-even price below $7.50. Because if you're watching this video and SOFI is above $7.50, then it would be a good time to sell this put, giving you a better break-even price. This is what I like to do when I'm bullish on a stock. I'll just sell the $8 put, giving me a break-even price of $7.35, and if the stock price goes to $7.75, $7.80, and I get assigned, I'm ahead. If it it goes above $8, I get to keep the juicy premium of $65. So you could sell an $8 put or a $7.50 put. I do feel that a $7.50 put is very strong, especially for $25. I might sell a couple of these myself. You could also sell a $7 put, collect $5. Not as juicy as one would expect or like, but you could do that as well. Once you're into the stock, you can sell covered calls. We can go out a week and a half, 10 days. We could sell $7.50 calls for $19 or $8. We can sell for $7. So if you end up buying 500 shares, you could just come over here and sell 5 of these contracts for $7, make $35. Although if you're running the wheel, it's really good to sell $7.50 puts, get into the stock a little bit cheaper, then sell $8 calls to get out, $50 for every 100 shares, plus the $24 juicy premium on the put and $7 juicy premium on the call, giving you about $31, $32 juicy premium plus 50. So about $81 to $82 for every $750 that you've invested into it, which is a really good return. It's like 11% per week, or about 5% per week, 11% over the course of 2 weeks. However, if you want to hold long term and you want all the juicy profits for holding SOFI throughout the year, then just sell the puts while buying the stock and dollar cost averaging. This way you get the best average price and you can hold long term. Because if you sell a covered call at $7.50 or $8 and the stock goes to 10, it's going to be almost impossible to recover that option price. You're going to lose your shares. And we've all been there before. We sell a covered call, we want the juicy premium, and all is good till the stock goes up, but then we now want the profits of the stock. And unfortunately, you can't have both. So ultimately, I recommend yet again buying SOFI, whether it be selling puts at $7, $7.50, or $8, or just buying the shares and dollar cost averaging. SOFI is a strong buy right now, especially with the election coming up, which could greatly benefit SOFI with this Prospect 2025 that could potentially become a reality in November. This is a great thing for investors. It's a great thing for SOFI investors, and it's a really great thing for SOFI. Thanks so much, guys, for being here. Really appreciate you. You guys are the best. Be sure to subscribe, tap the bell, and give me a thumbs up, as it greatly helps the channel grow and so that you don't miss awesome content like this. Don't forget, guys, my free webinar. That's right. Free webinar this Sunday, July 21st, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. noon Eastern time. You guys don't want to miss it. I have a huge announcement for everybody who shows up. We're going to have a Q&A where I'm going to answer your questions. And not only that, I'm going to show you guys all different types of strategies absolutely free. All you guys have to do is click the link in the information box below in order to sign up and register. Limited spots for this free webinar. Thanks so much for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. But don't worry, I know this video is over, but I picked another video just for you, and it's right here. Click that video. You guys are going to love it. And remember, until the next video, let's grow our wealth together. Take care, guys. And of course, click the video. I'm in 2 places at once. I'm over there right now, and I'm waiting on you.